This portion of the episode is sponsored by Selkirk TV. This is TM Boiler Room Breakdown. Let's do it, K-Mac.
Let's get after it.
Okay, playing my man J-Dub here.
A little singles action.
Oh, yeah. Stop. I mean, the percentage of time I get a high forehand on my dominant side and I go across court is way too stupid, way too often. I need to take that thing up the line. God, I mean,
just take a little pace off.
Just take a little pace off, hold it a little bit longer. Watch that again. Take a little pace off, hold a little bit longer. But J-Dub drives line, comes in, drops.
And it's almost like an opposite instinct from doubles to singles, right? Because if you clock that ball in doubles, your partner is going to crush this next one that J-Dub plays. But in singles, with you leaving that court open, sometimes the shot selection gets a little bit different.
For sure, I have to be a bit more selective and find the open spot and know how much freaking time I have. Okay, second point here. I ended up losing this match in 3. J-Dub played exceptionally well, and one thing he did do very well is use that two-hander.
Did he make that? Was that in?
He unfortunately made that. He did. A little flicker, and this is something he does. He's probably a little quicker to flick in the cat and mouse. Probably comes to show he may not be as comfortable in that area. I'm taking that to heart next time I play him. But yeah, like he's on the stretch. He's got a ball over there. He's probably more prone to not bail out, but be more offensive versus look to create or look to move it around and wait for a better ball.
Wasn't a lot of daylight there, but he thread the needle perfectly.
Yeah.
J-Dub's staying patient, just defending. Okay. Maybe wasn't the right time to try to slap one, but tough when you're in complete control there. You got to have to take some risk to try to turn the tides on the point.
Easier said than done. But yeah, it does a good job. And this Boiler Room Breakdown is going to be more singles tactics for all you single snobs out there. But as we see here, J-Dub is out of position. He's being moved around. He's dropping, buying himself some time. On that last ball, he probably felt like he had more time than he actually did. Tried to drive. Probably didn't have room to be driving there. Keep the theme of in singles. If you want to drive, if you want to be aggressive, sly, stable location, yellow. But make sure that you're balanced. Nice. Okay. J-Dub tries to go line. Oh God. Okay. Did it again, but somehow got away with it.
Almost happened again. I'm learning stuff, Tyson. I'm staying home. I'm staying home the next time I pop one up for you.
Flick it line. You a-hole.
You got him just enough on the stretch.
Thank God, because there was no open court, as we just saw. There's none whatsoever.
Kind of a good rule of thumb for singles. If you want to keep the action in front of you, go up the line. You always have to take a little more risk going cross, because you lose some of the angles with leaving some open court.
So this is a different type of forehand. It's inside the court. It's a little shorter. I'm not gonna be stationary as I hit it. I'm gonna shorten my take back. I'm gonna move through it, and I'm looking to close. I've had success against J-Dub in the past. K-Mac knows, with making him kind of look at me when I close in and getting on him, and making his target smaller, and visually just applying pressure by getting in his vision and looking to dictate off of the punch volley or off of the close.
Puts more pressure on that initial volley on the stretch.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Makes you feel like you have to hit that first one so well. As we see Mama back there with her little TM hat. Let's see that.
Well, in that driving crash. Yeah, go ahead.
Who's that little sexy fox back there?
Look out.
Says, Daddy, get your shit together. You're 0 for 11 on Championship Sunday.
7-10. Time to bring it.
Okay. If you don't win tonight, you are walking home.
Maybe the next time, similar situation, he may miss one in the net because feeling that presence, makes that a smaller target for the volley. So not knowing if you're going to crash, if you're going to stay back, if he starts thinking you're crashing every time, his target over the net just gets smaller and smaller. It could pay dividends later in the match.
And that theme is equivalent to shake and bake, right? Yep. Why shake and bake works is because the baker is disconnecting, getting in, making their opponent look at things they don't have control of. So that visual presence by moving in transition, closing, making a little noise goes a long ways. Okay. Make a little run here. Punch it. But yeah, nice little crowd. You know.
Little bark.
Oh yeah, come on. Okay, and yeah, that freaking ball was sick. I mean,
pretty good.
Where's the return? Hang on. Where's the stupid return at? I mean, it's not bad. It's in like the last
back couple feet.
Right. Let's say the last portion of the baseline there. But yeah, does a good job. Holds the pass. Hold. And if you're gonna hit this inside out well, you've got to hold it. Your point of contact is probably gonna be a little bit behind you.
Yep, you got to wait a little longer. Let that into you. Opens that angle up and hits it kind of perfect. Right at the edge, a couple inches beyond your paddle. Kind of a good tip for singles players. Most of us play forehands a little better than our backhands. J-Dub's a great example. Plays a great backhand, but still used his feet, found the side that he feels like he's got more variety or is a little bit more dangerous, and was ultimately able to come up with the pass. That's how you stick a volley right there.
That's it, baby. Don't be going back behind me. Yeah, that's a good play too. Rewind that. So pushes me back on the serve. Let's go back here. Pushes me back on the serve. Okay. Yeah, the return's probably a little short. He goes middle. I float this. He drops. Yeah. Back to taking a ball out of the air on the dominant side, and it needs to go back behind him. I'm taking too many forehands cross.
Right. The anticipation.
There.
He guesses right.
No,
he's able to get that out of the air. If that ball bounces, you're in complete control, right? But because he's able to close in, guess a little bit, get it out of the air, turns the tides, and he has the advantage at that point.
Case in point, and you start taking the forehand on the dominant side and taking it line. Get the return deep enough.
It puts a little more top spin, takes a little pace off, gets that ball dipping in order to get himself in. Little cat and mouse exchange.
Yeah, too good.
Kind of have to guess when the bounce is that high. You know that they're
for
going to
sure.
be aggressive. It's one corner or the other.
And he definitely wrong-footed me by in that cat and mouse bat. Hang on real quick.
Well, it almost looked like he held it, waited for you to commit, and went kind of more middle, right? Because you're thinking, which side is he going to go? He waited. You kind of started moving, and he put it right at your feet, back more towards the middle.
Deep return. I dump one. He comes in. He wrong foots me. I probably shouldn't have taken that cross court.
Right, because you're off balance a little bit.
For sure. But J-Dub does a good job there in the cat and mouse battle, just kind of not changing direction, and know that as you're playing cat and mouse, once you change direction, then the cat and mouse battle really starts. If you want to neutralize and just kind of keep it simple and not take any risk, going up the line is totally fine. But it seems like the person that usually dictates, or the person that goes cross court first, really revs up the cat and mouse. And like as you saw on my forehand roll cross court, I popped it up. If you pop up, if you roll cross court and the ball doesn't get down and you look to change direction first, and the ball gets popped up, you could end up losing the battle. So if you are going to change direction, you need to be selective. It needs to be on the right ball, because the ball could get put back behind you, and as it did for me.
Yeah, if you can get it to bounce, you're probably in control. If not,
For sure.
It's a relatively small target.
Right. J-Dub, stoic as always. There. Yeah. No, he did a very good job of covering the kitchen, not giving me a whole lot, not making a whole lot of unforced errors, and just being extra steady.
Ooh.
There's a forehand to kind of get me going. Yeah, so up 6-4 game 2. Actually, I think I was up 7 or 8-4 game 2. Game 3, same deal, but up game 2, up game 3, and unable to win a game. Yeah, 8-4, rocking and rolling.
You're able to get that one down.
So 9-4. About time I get one down and I change direction and go cross. Okay, so 9-4. And to be honest, from here, I took my foot off the gas and started missing some passes. Yeah, and something that's tough about singles is that, I mean, you can lose momentum so quick. I mean, anybody can get hot and score, 4 or 5 winners in a row and just close their eyes. So, yeah, in that particular match, up 9-4 game 2, J-Dub gets hot, hits a couple winners. The momentum gets turned around. He ends up winning game 2, and then same deal game 3. I'm up like 8-4, 7-4, something like that, rolling. I miss a couple passes. There's like that point in the game where, if I can make 2 passes in a row and get to 9-4 versus 7-4, it's a big difference. But just haven't been able to capitalize on those big moments late in games on Championship Sunday. But I'm a brand new man after this, baby. I am. Foot Solutions next weekend. I'm a brand new man.
When you mentioned, I mean, it's just a difference in momentum in doubles to singles too, because I mean, most of the time, higher level doubles, I mean, there's exceptions, but a lot of times the points are longer. It takes stringing together a whole bunch of quality shots to get 4 or 5 points. For singles, it might be, a minute. You might string together 5 points just like that. You get a couple of return errors, you hit a couple of winners, and you're right back into it. So you can never get too comfortable with the lead, but you never count yourself out either, because at any moment, if you just make a couple adjustments and you get hot, anything can happen. But we're gonna end that streak.
We're gonna end that streak.